Welcome to ISPO 2015. So freeride skiing is all about getting off-piste, hopefully finding that fantastic powder snow that we're all looking for out there. These skis here, it's a classic freeride ski. You can see at the tip, it's slightly rocketed. It's got a wide tip as well. That allows for a bit of extra flotation in the powder. If I go down to the middle of the ski, it's also quite wide under your foot. This one here is 98 millimeters under your foot. Could go a little bit above that as well. Could go a little bit less than that, but 98 is a kind of classic freeride size. If I take the ski here and I look at the tail of the ski, you see it's flat. It's got a little notch in there where you can attach your skin. So if you're ski touring, this ski is perfect for that. Freeride skis, this one here, it's a Fisher Ranger, 98. It's a lovely ski.
If you're a girl and you think about heading off the piste, then you need to choose your weapon. Now, one of the most important things with a freeride ski is to look at what you've got underneath your foot. So this ski here is 97 underfoot, perfect for going cutting up the powder, also not too bad on piste, but if you've got a really big powder day, you want to be looking for something like this, 107 underfoot, give you really good flotation, you've got a double rocker at the top and the bottom, and you're going to look really awesome with either of these graphics when you're heading off into the deep stuff.
So attaching yourself to a freeride ski is pretty similar to any other ski, but there are some exceptions. This one here from Tyrolia has a ski touring function, so you can flip up the back and the binding releases like this. So if you want to walk up the hill and skin up, this binding's for you. So if you're going to go skiing off piste, you should consider a specific freeride boot. This one here is the Lang XT 130. The 130 stands for the flex of the boot. This one's a pretty stiff boot. It's a high performance boot. The cool thing is it's got a walk mode here at the back. You can flip this up and it makes the boot a lot softer. So if you're walking up the hill or ski touring, it's a much softer boot. On the bottom, you can see that the sole of the boot is rubberized. It's very grippy. There's a lot of grip on that boot. So if you're walking up the hill, walking over rocks, you won't slip and slide on them.
For a female freerider, really important to get a boot that fits and a female specific one could work. So this is the equivalent model. It's the Lang XT 110 LV, and that stands for low volume, so better for a slightly slimmer foot. I think the most important thing with the ski boots is you must get it fitted. To get a real performance out of your boot, go along to your shop, you might need a footbed, but what they will do is make sure it's size right for you, so you can go head off the piste and have a really good ski.
These days, the helmet is one of the most important pieces of kit for an off-piste skier. There are specific freeride helmets available on the market. This one here from POC, it's got a very, very hard outer, and also the inside is harder than a standard helmet. It's got detachable ear cuffs as well. You take those off. This one is designed to allow you to put your goggle strap inside of the helmet as well. You can also put your beanie underneath the helmet, which is something that a lot of skiers like to do now, especially freeride or freestyle skiers. So a ski pole is just a ski pole, right? Well, not really. When it comes to skiing off piste, the most obvious feature is the basket. You should look for a really wide basket so that planting your ski pole in the snow, it doesn't just dig right through. The other thing about freeride ski poles is the grip. This one here from Scott Sports, it has a really long grip going down here. If you're doing a little bit of hiking or ski touring, it's quite a handy addition to have for your ski pole. So even on a really sunny day, if you're skiing off piste, you need a good set of goggles. You don't want all that powder snow going in your eyes. Sunglasses just aren't going to do the job. I've got a new pair of goggles here from Jilbo. It's quite an interesting design. The lens actually moves upwards from the goggle itself. So if you're doing a little bit of hiking or ski touring when you're off piste, it means you'll get a lot of airflow in between the lens and your eyes. So these goggles won't fog up when you're going uphill.
When you're freeriding, you really need to have a think about what you're wearing on your outside layer. Now, this Patagonia shell is Gore-Tex, so it keeps you really, really dry, but it's also pretty thin. As you can see there, super lightweight, so easy to put in your backpack if you decide to do a bit of hiking. You've got what I call the pit zips here for ventilation if you need to be cooled down if you're like hiking up. And you've also got the snow skirt in here to keep you dry if you do have a tumble. Because it is a shell, you might also want to think about another layer like this one here, the girls version, or the green one that Rob's got on.
I really like these pants. They're a shell pant, 3-layer Gore-Tex, very simple when you look at them, but really, really well made. And that's the key with freeride skiing. You want a good quality fabric, waterproof, breathable material. Here you've got a cuff that goes over the top of your boot. It's a strong cuff so you don't get snow in your ski boot. And also, top, you've got these straps that go over your shoulders, stops the pants riding down you. And if you did fall over, the bib comes up pretty high so the snow doesn't ride up.
When you're heading off-piste, it's essential to take with you the right safety equipment in your backpack. That means an avalanche transceiver, a shovel, and a probe. So with the avalanche transceiver, that sits in its harness, on your body, over there, strapped in, underneath your clothing, and it's giving off a signal. So if you did happen to get caught in an avalanche, your friends could then turn their transceivers onto receive mode and they can find you underneath the snow. Now, with the shovels, it might look quite simple, but actually you need to ensure you've got a shovel with an aluminium head, really strong, and a handle that you're happy using if you did need to dig somebody out of the snow. Again, with the probe, it needs to be good material, and it really helps to have the markings on there so you know how far you're probing into the snow. Probably the most important thing with all this kit is to ensure that you know how to use it properly. So get some proper training, and then when you do go to enjoy all that powder snow, you know exactly what you're doing. When you're free riding, your backpack is an essential bit of kit to store your safety equipment, your shovel and probe, any layers, any water, and of course food. There's a few key features to look out for on a free ride pack. On this one here you can see there's a built-in back protector, which can be really, really vital. You can also see here you've got a section for your bladder, for your hydration. You'll probably end up hiking a little bit when you're out free riding, so a carrying system for either your skis or your snowboard. And this pack has got a great little opening. You go all the way down with a zip, or it just flaps open like that. You've got separate sections for your shovel and your probe, and a great little reminder on your emergency procedures should anything go wrong. But this is a good bit of kit. This one's quite big, maybe a bit long for my back, but you can get it in a smaller version or a female version, perfect for small people like me.
Don't forget to hit subscribe now so you get the latest videos every week from InTheSnow.tv.